It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Boy, what a season so far. And I'll tell you, it's only getting started. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, we've heard from their players, coaches, front office. This team has high hopes entering the regular season. And I'll tell you, nothing would be more satisfying to them than to come out of this first game with a W. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time? And make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8
Okay,
seconds
I'm
left.
going to be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
But I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards who can defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Well, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. They're just off a road trip, and the Wizards are looking to settle back here at home. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
It's a fairly even matchup, and both sides want to take that leap into the league's upper echelon. So let's see what signs we see of progress tonight.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. We are seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with 2 things. First, the offseason work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the offseason does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines,
Ready,
you better
gentlemen?
believe you can
Ready?
contribute. So it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
So here's Miami's starting group. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Whiteside, no good.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. They get it back, and it's Howard finishing it off. For the Heat, their last game a loss to the Magic. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. There's the pass to Richardson. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morris with a screen on Dragic. Wall passes to Morris. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Now here's Wall for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, this is why it's important that John Wall has made steady improvement from 3-point territory over the career. It's just incredible how much he's improved.
Here's Richardson. He kicks to Whiteside. Passes to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. The shot, no good. Wall with some nice defense. And Wall slams it home.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now, here's Whiteside. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Richardson against Porter. There's Beal with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Waiters. In the corner, it's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Heat. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Porter, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. From past the arc. And Waiters gets it to go on the assist by Richardson. Waiters got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Right, you like the mindset so far, Greg. If you give them room to drain it, they'll do just that.
Now, here is Morris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson the screen. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. And Morris comes over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Heat with the ball. Johnson dishes to Dragic. Five on the clock. Whiteside a screen. No good from Dragic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
Back to Dragic. All with the steal. To the paint. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible.
Washington with the ball. Screen by Howard. And Wall kicks to Porter. Howard setting the pick for Porter. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Whiteside. On up the court. Richardson, no luck.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped. Oh. You got to be kidding.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Whiteside.
And one of the most impactful defenders in our league, Howard, just hard to score over.
Porter passes to Beal. Back to Porter. It's Beal on the wing. Morris dishes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
So it's Miami now after the basket by Washington. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Waiters gets a wide open look. That one's off, still out of sync.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
A three from Morris. Rebound by the Heat. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, I thought too many hard shots. I don't know whether it was a question of strategy or if guys were just unwilling to work for something better.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Wizards leading by 13. It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. Wall wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wall's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And the Heat call time here. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team owners?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an inexperienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
And here is Waiters after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal over Morris, and it's sent back by Morris.
And when Morris is protecting the rim with that kind of effort, what a lift for his group.
And taking a look here at some stats for Beal. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 4 assists and 4 rebounds, and he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Now here's Waiters. He has 5. Over Beal, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
It's his first trip to the line.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
You see, Markieff Morris to me is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound. He's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahinmi's checked in for Howard. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Rivers in for John Wall.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
Pass to Olynyk. Ellington dishes to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Shot off the screen. He's off on that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it. I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
Rivers against Johnson. Morris with a screen on Johnson. Shot off the screen. Here's Mahimi. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Wizards.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
That free throw good for Mahimi.
Well, you look at a guy like Jan Mahimi, who plays the center position, and certainly that's a position that's evolving in today's NBA game. And Mahimi has done his best to change with it. Changed his diet to become a little bit lighter and more mobile, which is crucial.
The Wizards making a switch here. Green's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doris, you mentioned Mahimi changing his diet. He said that was not easy for him.
Well, Kevin, his weaknesses are French food and sweets. He describes himself as a big-time chocolate guy. But you understand, if you're Jan, that you need to change your body type in order to be effective and increase your longevity.
Olynyk can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
To the middle. And that one's good. Green.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Winslow. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Screen by Olynyk. Green against Winslow. Adebayo. And the 3 off target. Washington leading now by 20. Rivers passes to Satoransky. Shoots over Ellington. And Washington again with the bucket.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection. You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
Rivers kicks to Mahimi. Back to Rivers. He's looking for Mahimi and finds him. Rebound by Olynyk.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Here's Olynyk. 9 points last game out. Here's Johnson. There's the screen. Back to Olynyk. Clock at 6. Over Green.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Here's Oubre. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. .54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shoots. And it's Green. Missing. It's stolen by Green. Poked loose. Here's Ellington. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Green, the screen. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Washington, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
One shot.
Free throw good. Satoransky. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, Winslow with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kelly Oubre. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Rivers with it. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Washington Wizards sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. Green is out there with Oubre. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Rivers in at the 5. Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick. No good on the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
When the Washington Wizards are healthy, you know that their game is to get out and transition. But you think back to a year ago, they lost John Wall for half of those games. So that really took its toll on their transition ability.
Here's Oubre. The Heat getting the bucket. Rivers sets the pick for Oubre. Inside. And it's blocked.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Olynyk. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. The Heat trail by 19. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Ellington kicks to Johnson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. They set the pick. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock.
and able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now here's Rivers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mahinmi passes to Satoransky. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step, becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Johnson can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 19 to the left side wing. Oubre kicks to Green. Pass to Rivers. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Buries the 20-footer.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
The Heat trail by 21. Timeout called. The Heat. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. Bradley Beal's checked in for Satoransky. And John Wall's subbed in for Austin Rivers. The Heat also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. Richardson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Beal against Waiters. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Howard at the elbow and stolen by Whiteside. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Wall with the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Beal. Excellent D there from Waiters. The Heat trail by 19. Now Richardson kicks it out to Johnson. And Waiters has it in the corner. Whiteside a screen on Beal. Waiters. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Beal from long range. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
To the paint from 7. Misses off the left iron. Wizards leading by 17. Down low. Here's Green. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Dragic. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Dragic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Screen by Howard. Wall dishes to Beal. Now the pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
But Kevin, he's getting smarter about how to gain separation. Porter that time with a little burst to get around the screen.
Wall against Waiters. Over Wall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Green passes to Howard. Porter against Richardson. Right side Green. Here's Porter. Over Richardson. 6 to shoot. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Beal against Waiters. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Whiteside. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Johnson.
Well, the athleticism and ferocity with which John Wall plays the point guard position, and you add that to the frame he brings to the table, and look out.
He misses the free throw. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Green, and he sinks the second. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver, who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Washington leading now by 14. And here's Wall. He's got 10 to the inside and stolen by Whiteside. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Knocks it loose. Wall with the steal. Morris outside and taken away by Johnson. The Heat have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. The terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
You know, you have to be an absolutely tireless worker to rack up 20-plus boards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Johnson, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Howard setting the pick for Wall. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Here's Porter, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Miami called for the foul.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways. Well, there's no doubt a lot of eyebrows were raised when Otto Porter signed a max deal. But the organization made it clear that the marketplace had spoken, and what Otto Porter brings to the table for this group is exactly what they're looking for, a knockdown three-point shooter and a versatile defender.
And Porter drops them both. Well, speaking of Porter, what's amazing now is his consistency from three.
I think when Otto was coming out of college, NBA scouts were somewhat worried about that shot. There was some funky mechanics involved, and it took him a couple of years to iron those out. But now, his range and consistency have added another dimension to this offense.
Now here's Beal. He's got 8. Another shot, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Olynyk. For Washington, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Wall kicks to Beal. On the wing, Porter. Richardson covering. Porter dishes to Morris. From deep, Wall gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now here's Johnson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Olynyk has the open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Beal, the pass to Porter. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And here's a look at the numbers for Waiters. How he did last season. Averaged about 14 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
He feeds it to Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dwight Howard.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China, he even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Washington has possession. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And Satoransky kicks to Morris. Back to Satoransky. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Here's Winslow. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Rivers against Johnson. For Washington, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Heat trail by 16. To the inside. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Morris. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Now, this is a guy who prefers to rise and fire. That time Morris puts it on the deck. That's a nice looking drive.
Johnson kicks to Ellington. Olenek the pass to Adebayo. Washington with the rebound. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, here's Morris out to the right wing. And the shot is long. Miami's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Back to Winslow. Cans it from downtown. Winslow's got 7 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rivers against Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rivers dishes to Morris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Markieff Morris likes to get his points without having to put the ball on the deck.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Obviously have to maintain that in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 13 points, 4 steals, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see, can he keep it up in the second half?
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Washington on D. 22 is their biggest lead. Richardson, no luck. Washington leading now by 18. And Wall kicks to Morris. Back to Wall. Miami grabs the miss. Richardson the pass to Waiters. Great D that time from Howard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wall, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now here's Richardson. Waiters outside. Kicks it to Whiteside. That shot no good. Great D that time from Howard.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers, not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And he makes the first. And Morris drops them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Right side a screen, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Washington fast break. And it's Howard finishing it off.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, it took 4 tries, but they get their first bucket in the second half.
Wizards leading by 20. All with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Porter kicks to Howard. Back to Porter. The Wizards working the ball around now. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. On the wing, Morris.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
He kicks it to Wall. There's the pick. And it's Beal in the corner. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 11 points for Beal.
Good defense, better offense. Beal is unfazed.
Dragic the pass to Johnson. Feeds it to Whiteside. Over Howard. Goes back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. A very nice season for him last year. third in three-point field goal percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And he's the best kind of three-point specialist, the kind that doesn't need a lot of shots to light up the scoreboard. That's why he was top 3 in percentage last year. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Now here's Wall. He's got 13. Outside Porter. Back to Wall. Shoots over Dragic. Here's Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 12 in the game.
You know, defense forgets about Morris and pays the price. He loves to score and can do it a number of ways.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Otto Porter Jr. third.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
The Heat have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Beal against Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. Richardson kicks to Waiters. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson in the corner. From beyond the arc. The putback. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Wizards leading by 23. Morris passes to Howard. Here's Wall. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Goran Dragic.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Waiters outside. That one off the back iron and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Over Wall. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. 9 points for Goran Dragic. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Wall kicks to Beal. Pass to Howard. Back to Beal. Over Waiters. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Miami called for the foul.
Well, Bradley Beal is turning himself into one of the elite two-way players in the NBA. Go back to 2017 when he becomes the youngest player in NBA history to make 700 career three-pointers. It happens to be the same season that he was voted into his first All-Star game, and his coach believes he should be one of the best defensive players on the perimeter in the NBA. Let's watch and see.
And that one falls for Beal. And watching Beal now, much more assertive than when he first entered the league.
You know what, Kevin? The physical tools for Bradley Beal have always been there. He's got great size at the guard position. He's a knockdown shooter. He is a quiet leader, but an effective leader, and he's learning how to be the voice of a team. There is so much to like about Bradley Beal.
And he can't hit the second.
I really believe this is one of the top up-and-coming two guards in the NBA, Bradley Beal.
Waiters dishes to Dragic. Back to Waiters. From the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 15 points for Dion Waiters.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
And Wall kicks to Howard. Back to Wall. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Richardson the pass to Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Whiteside. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Howard.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Green dishes the Wall, and stolen by Richardson. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Winslow's got 9 points.
A huge mistake letting him establish that kind of position down low.
That's going in every time. Shocking that they let him get so comfortable down there.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here is Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 8 points here in this quarter.
What I love about Bradley Beal is he is an effective, efficient scorer. He always takes quality shots.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though, and now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
He's off on the first.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Miami's checked in for Howard. Satoransky comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Austin Rivers in for John Wall. And he's good on the second. Wizards leading by 19. Rivers kicks to Satoransky. It's picked off. High arcing shot. The shot comes out, and the Wizards now going the other way. Green. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 19. And the pass to Ellington. Down low. Winslow. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahinmi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
And that one, good. And the Wizards lead by 21. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Dragic. From the arc. But they'll get another chance. Winslow, the pass to Olynyk, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Green kicks to Mahinmi. Back to Green. Over Olynyk, and it's Green. Missing. The Heat trail by 19. Here's Adebayo. That shot is off. Great D that time from Beal. To the middle. Here's Green. And he converts the layup. Green's got 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully. Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Rivers kicks to Beal. To the paint. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Wizards leading by 17. Here's Satoransky. 7 points in the game. Pass to Beal. Inside. Now here's Ellington. Not a lot of room. Olynyk can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball was that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now Winslow following the three-point attempt by Austin Rivers. Dragic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Washington. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
A nice shot by Rivers. The Heat trail by 18. Dragic the pass to Ellington. Kicks it to Olynyk. Outside Dragic. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Rivers against Dragic. Rivers passes to Mahimi. Over in the corner, Green. Clock at 6. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 1:29 left in the third.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Rivers kicks to Oubre. Back to Rivers. Green, the screen. The 3-ball. Miami grabs the miss.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Oubre. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And he comes up with the deuce.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Right, Greg. You've got to push him off the box because once he's got that deep low post position, turn the lights off.
Here's Winslow. 11 points in the game. Screen by Olynyk. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Winslow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Oubre misses the 3.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Here's Dragic. Misses the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Wizards lead by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Oubre out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Rivers. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Mahinmi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. The Heat trail by 14. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against the Kings, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That's good from Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wizards leading by 12. Rivers with it. Pass to Satoransky. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Now Ellington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Howard's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Ellington hits them both.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
And Satoransky kicks to Howard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
To the right side. And stolen by Richardson. Pass to Johnson. All sorts of time. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Stolen by Winslow. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
Oh, they regrouped, they worked out some of their frustrations, and now we're seeing them have some fun.
Now here's Satoransky to the wing on the left. To the inside and stolen by Whiteside. There's Winslow. It's blocked. Johnson against Rivers. Down low, Howard. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
Richardson against Satoransky. Right side a screen. Richardson gets a wide open look. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Howard, that's good.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
The Heat trail by 8. Down low, here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Now, here is Morris. Oh, Morris in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Whiteside sets the pick for Johnson. And there's the pass to Richardson. 3-pointer. Washington with the rebound. Howard's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Rivers. It's blocked, but they recover it. Morris kicks to Satoransky. Back to Morris. There's the 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Miami the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. It's Rivers on the wing. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For the Wizards, Porter comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's John Wall in for Satoransky. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Dion Waiters comes in for Winslow. And that one misses. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Waiters. Here's Whiteside. It's tipped. Outside, Wall to the paint. Got a piece of it. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Washington making a change here. Beal's checked in. Free throw good for Morris. And it's the Heat with the ball, trailing by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Looking to end the run. Wall with a block.
Twice on the pipes. The anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Washington calls timeout.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
Now here's Wall. He kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Otto Porter. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Here's Richardson. Tries to snap the cold streak. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Beal, and that one hits back iron. The Heat trail by 13. Shot from the wing, and there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wall passes to Morris. Outside, Porter. Morris outside. Here's Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
How about that finish by John Wall? The defense was not bad. He's just that good.
Johnson outside. He dishes it to Waiters. Shoots over Beal. Waiters no luck. Wizards leading by 13. The drive by Beal. Dragic against Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Heat have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Johnson dishes to Dragic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Richardson. Trains it from 9 feet away. Richardson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
Wall against Dragic, and Wall kicks to Porter. Here's the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, Otto Porter has become a 3-point specialist. This guy's so efficient from that range.
Passes it to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Pass to Richardson. Now here's Waiters, guarded by Porter. Whiteside a screen. Waiters no luck.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
That one drops for him. And the Wizards lead by 19.
Now listen, this guy's got the green light at any time, but Beal with the nice look to set up the open shot.
Inside, here's Richardson. Porter with a block. And Beal kicks to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
And so here is Miami after the basket by Washington. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here are the Heat now. Waiters. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
You've simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now here's Beal. Howard, the pass to Beal. Over Waiters. Excellent D there from Waiters. The Heat trail by 19. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
And so here is Miami. Here's Richardson. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Back to Wall. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson inside. Morris is there. Johnson can't hit. Wizards leading by 17. Morris outside. Back to Wall. Pass to Morris. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Johnson.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Screen by Howard. In the corner, it's Morris. Howard, the pass to Beal. And that one drops.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Beal with the steal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Here is Whiteside following the bucket by the Wizards. Knocked loose, out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The Heat trail by 20. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Washington.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Howard.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And here's Wall. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With John Wall. John, do you think this team has reached its potential, or is there still room to grow?
We can go to a high level. You know, we still can get better defensively. Offensively, our efficiency is not there yet. You know, we still getting used to playing with others. We got a lot of room for improvement.
That's good news for Wizards fans, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.